Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome to class. Welcome to class. Welcome to class. This is Learning Base Academy. This is quantitative reasoning class for grade 4 to 6. I hope you are ready. If you can hear me, type 1000 in the comments. If you can hear me, type 1000 in the comments. If you can hear me, type 1000 in the comments. Awesome. Awesome. Welcome to class, everyone. So right now, at class right away. Awesome. Responding to me. Amazing. Amazing. Say this after me every day and in every way. I am getting better and better, wiser and wiser, smarter and smarter, stronger and stronger, greater and greater, richer and richer, healthier and healthier. I am rich in knowledge. I am the best. All right, so let's write today's date. Today is Monday, 14th April. 14th April 2025. And this is quantitative reasoning class. Quantitative reasoning class. All right, so get your book and your pen beside you. I want everybody to write in this class. You must write. At Learning Base Academy, we value what we write. We value our class, so we write. So that next time when we want to go over, it will be easy for us to go over what we have learned, and that we enhance deep understanding. Okay, now let's start with sample. Let's start with the first set of samples. Now I have sample A. This is sample A. So when it comes to quantitative reasoning, it is for us to study the sample given to us and figure out how it was done. So this is the first sample. 3/15 with an arrow to the left, to the right, showing us 1/5 after 3/15. Sample B is the second sample. I have 4/8 with an arrow to the right side, showing us 1/2. Call your dad to help you. Don't disturb me. Okay, so let's figure out how it was done. Was it addition? We don't know if it was addition. We don't know if it was subtraction. We don't know if it is multiplication or division. So, in quantitative reasoning, we have different operations that we can apply. We can either apply multiplication, or we apply division, or addition or subtraction, or you mix them together. Sometimes it may just be that we are meant to double. It may just be that we are meant to double something to be able to get the other value. Now, looking at the sample A, this is what I've been able to figure out. I want everybody to pay attention. Everybody should pay attention. This is what I have been able to figure out. When you look at sample A, you would see that the numerator of the fraction and the denominator were divided by 3. That is 3/15 was divided by the numerator. The numerator is 3. The numerator is 3 and the denominator is 15. So to figure this out, We have 3 over 15. That is, the number above was divided by 3 and the number below was also divided by 3. And that gave us 1 over 5. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. He wants to leave a tip now. Is it now? Okay. We should come in the evening so we can wash clothes. How much will you collect for month if you come to put it in the evening tomorrow? I'll go in the room and with that. I'll not pay. Bèrè tẹ́lẹ̀ tó bá fẹsẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ rẹ̀ ṣé ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀ làwọn máa gbà? Ṣé ìrọ̀lẹ́ ẹ̀ làwọn máa gbà? So that I lè fọṣọ. All right, so I believe you understand how we got 1 over 5. All right, so now let's look at the sample B. The same thing, 4 over 8. The fraction was divided by the numerator, that is divided by 4, and the denominator divided by 4. So that will give us 1 over 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. If you understand, please type 50 in the chat. Yes, if you understand, type 50 and your name beside 50. Make sure you type your name beside 50. Type 50 if you understand. Make sure your name is beside 50, all right? Make sure your name is beside 50. Yes, Joshua, Wisdom, thank you for typing. Yes, Foladara, 50, yes. Ojini, Kosi, Simon, Simeon rather, Fad, David. Awesome. If you're just coming in, you have to wait for another explanation. Yes, Zebel, Chidima, Ayodeji, Amara, Emmanuel, Blessing, Emmanuel Sarah, Zinat, awesome. Mirabel, thank you for coming to class. Yes, Desmond, Sonny, Amanda, Chidima, Fata, Damilare Akinola, David, Kosiso, Mary, Amond, Amold, Joshua, Azubike, Asha, Orebanjo, Japhet and Joel, Ikechukwu, Rohim, Prince, Timileyin, Sarah, Aaron, Chiagoziem. All right. Good one. Now, let's move on to having different exercises based on this sample. Don't forget, look at my workings. These are the workings. Okay, these are the workings. In quantitative reasoning, you must always show your workings. We need to understand how you figured out the answer. So we have been able to see how we got the answer. Like I said, you have to divide the fraction by the numerator of the fraction. Except you don't know what we call numerator, all right? In a fraction, if you have 3 over 15, the number that is above is called numerator, okay? And the number that is below is called the denominator. Okay, and we were asked to figure out the answers. 1 over 5, 1 over 2. These are my explanations of how I got 1 over 5 and 1 over 2. I hope you understand. So I divided the fraction by the numerator of the fraction. The fraction here is 3 over 15. I divided 3 over 15 by 3 because 3 is the numerator. That is 3 divided by 3 over 15 divided by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. Look at 1 right here. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. That was how I got my answer. So I divided the fraction by the numerator. So I divided the numerator and the denominator by the numerator. Look at the sample B also. I divided 4 over 8 by 4 because 4 is the numerator. So I had to divide the numerator. I divided 8 also by 4 is 1 over 2. I believe those who didn't understand now understand. Awesome. Now let us solve some questions. Everybody write what is on my screen. Now do these. Write what you can see on my screen, everyone. Now do these. So let's start with the first one. 2 over 4. What will 2 over 4 give us? Figure out the answer. What will 2 over 4 give us? Make sure you show your workings. I like you to do it before I will do it for you. What will 2 over 4 give us? I'm moving on to number 2. I want everybody to stop typing and focus on the work on the screen. Focus on what is on my screen. That is number 1. Go ahead and do number 1. Number 2, I have 3 over 21. Then I have an arrow going to the right side. Then I have this. What will 3 over 21 give us in number 2? Your workings. Hurry. Moving on to number 3. For number 3, I have 11 over 44 in number 3 with an arrow shown to the right. Make sure you show your workings, and I believe you have seen the sample. Number 4, I have 10 over 50 with an arrow shown to the right. Make sure you show your workings. In quantitative reasoning, your workings. The next one, I have 4 over 12. Then I have the 6th exercise. I have 5 over 15 with an arrow shown to the right. So let us figure out the answer. At the count of 10, you will have to stop. Make sure you write the workings, show your workings. You have to be able to show us how you arrived at the answer. Make sure you show your workings on how you got your answer. Make sure your handwriting is as neat and beautiful as mine. Make sure your handwriting is neat and beautiful. That is what we guarantee good mark. Make sure your handwriting is finer than mine. All right? Okay, so let's see. 20. I'm counting down to 0. Everybody will have to stop. 19. 18. 17. 16, 15, 14, 13. Waiting for everybody to hurry up. This is very simple. 13, 12, 11. I'm almost done. Once I'm done counting, everybody will have to stop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We're going to do it together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, corrections. Now let's see. 2/4. Out the answer. We have to divide the fraction by the numerator. Numerator is the number that is above, which is 2. So I'm going to divide by 2. I'll divide by 2. So when I divide by 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1 over 4 divided by 2, that's 2. So our answer is 1/2. So in the box here, I'm writing 1/2. Now let's move on to number 2. We have 3/21. I'm going to divide 3/21 by the numerator. That is divided by 3 and also divided by 3. 3 divided by 3, that is 1, over 21 divided by 3, that is 7. The answer is equal to 1/7. Moving on to the next one, which is number 3, I have 11/44. It will be divided by the number that is up, or the number that is on top of the line. So that will be divided by 11 and divided by 11. 11 divided by 11 is 1 over 44 divided by 11, that is 4. So the answer is 1/4. So you can see that we have been able to do number 1, 2, and 3. Now, if your number 1 is correct, give yourself 2 points. If number 1 that you have is correct, give yourself 2 points. If your number 2 is correct, give yourself 2 points. If number 3 is correct, give yourself 2 points. Now let us continue with number 4. I'm moving on to number 4. Now, number 4 is 10/50. I have to figure it out, which means I'm going to divide the fraction by the numerator. The numerator is 10. That's divided by 10 and also divided by 10. Now, 10 divided by 10 is 1 over 50 divided by 10, that is 5. The answer is 1/5. So I'll go ahead and write 1/5 in the box. So I've gotten the answer to number 4. Now let's move on to number 5. Let's move on to number 5. I want your full attention. I have 4/12. 4/12. Divide by the numerator. The numerator is 4. So let's say divided by 4. The denominator also divided by 4. Okay, so what will that give us? 4 divided by 4 is 1 over 12 divided by 4, that is 3. So the answer is 1/3. Okay, now moving on to number 6. We are still going to divide the fraction 5/15 by the numerator. The numerator here is 5. So let's divide by 5. We also divide the denominator by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1 over 15 divided by 5, that is 3. The answer here is also 1 over 3. I hope you can see that it is very simple. So if your number 4 is correct, give yourself 2 points. If number 5 is correct, give yourself 2 points. If number 6 is correct, give yourself 2 points. Awesome. So I hope you are done writing. In case you're just joining us and you don't understand what we are doing here at all, you may have to watch this video again and again and again. All right. So just make sure you are flowing along with us. Now, I want to know, how many points do you have? Post the number of points that you have in the chat. Make sure you type your name beside it. If you have 12 points, type 12 and your name beside that 12. If you have 20 points, type 20 and your name beside 20 points. If you have 4 points, type 4 and your name beside 4 points. Yes, let me see you typing in the chat. If this is your first time coming to our YouTube channel, or you have been here before but you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the subscribe button only. If that is for those who haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button, that's all. But if you have subscribed before, you will not see subscribe again. You will only see join. Don't click on join, please. Only click on subscribe. But if you cannot see subscribe there, then don't click on subscribe. I mean, don't click on anything. If subscribe button is not showing, don't click on anything. So we are moving on to the next concept. Okay. Okay, so now let's move on to the next concept of quantitative reasoning. Let's move on to the next concept of quantitative reasoning. Now, for the next concept, I'm also going to write the sample on my screen. Make sure you write. You know, I've said that at Learning Based Academy, we write what we learn so that we can always go over. So let's look at the next sample. So this is the next sample. We'll be having the first sample, which is sample A. This sample is going to be involved with triangle. So we'll be using the shape of a triangle for this sample. Make sure you use either a ruler or a straight edge to draw the triangle. Make sure you draw your triangle nicely. Okay, so I have the first sample and I'm also going to have the second sample right here. So in the first sample, we have 1.5 above the triangle. Then on the left side of the triangle, we have 5/6. Okay, and on the right side of the triangle, we have 2/3. Then for the sample B, I have one whole number, 1/5 above. And on the left side, I have 3/5. On the right side, I have 3/5. So these are the two samples that we want to figure out. We need to look at it very well and think about how the answers were gotten. Okay, so I believe everybody has written this down. Now let's figure it out. How did we arrive at the number above? How did we arrive at the number above, especially the number above? The number above the triangle has to be figured out. Are we going to subtract the number below, or we are going to add the numbers below? Now, these numbers are fractions. Are we going to say 5/6 plus 2/3? Or we are going to say 5/6 minus 2/3? I want you to think about it. Look at the sample B also. Is it going to be addition or subtraction? Take note, whatever method you use for the first one must go with the second method. If you add in the first sample, you must add in the second sample. Yes, Amara said we should add. Thank you. If you're posting anything in the comments, please type your name. If you're posting anything in the comments, please type your name. Yes, Esther got 12 points. All right. Okay, so pay attention, everyone. Pay attention, everyone. So when I thought about it, I discovered that it was addition. When I thought about it, I discovered that it was addition. So we are going to add the two fractions below to get the one above. All right? Okay, now I'm going to say to get 1.5. That is the number above. To get 1.5 above, it has to be 5/6 plus 2/3. Now we want to add fractions. If the denominators are different, you have to find the LCM of the denominators, all right? Now the LCM of 6 and 3 is 6. So we have to find the LCM of 6 and 3. That is the LCM of the denominators. These are the denominators, 6 and 3. We have to find the LCM of the denominators. All right? Now, that's the first thing before you can add fractions. Now, the LCM of 6 and 3 is 3. It is not 18. Don't make it a habit of multiplying two numbers together to find the LCM. That is not a good way to finding LCM. It doesn't work every time like that. So now, the LCM is 6. LCM of 6 and 3 is equal to 6. So rule a line, write 6 under it. Then what should we do next? We are going to divide the LCM by the denominator of the fraction, and we multiply the answer by the numerator of the fraction. Divide by the denominator of the fraction. Pay attention, everyone, so you don't get distracted. I think I'm going to close the chat. I want everybody to pay attention at this point. No typing for now, please. LCM, which is 6. We will divide the LCM by the numerator of 5 over 6. The numerator of 5, the denominator rather. The denominator is 6, so we'll divide by the denominator and multiply your answer by the numerator. We will divide the LCM by the denominator, then we multiply our answer by the numerator. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. 1 times 5, that is 5, plus this 6 that is below divided by the denominator 3, that will give us 2. Then 2 times the 2 above, that will give us 4. So 5 over 4, 5 plus 4, that is 6. Then let us reduce it to the lowest term. We can divide by 3. So 9 divided by 3, that will give us 3. 9 divided by 6 divided by 3, that will give us 2. The number above by adding the fractions that are at the lower part of the triangle. Thank you for listening and paying attention. So all eyes on my screen right now. Let us move on to the second sample. Let's see if that same method will work for the second sample. Let us see if that same method will work for the second sample. Make sure you pay full attention, all right? Now, for the second sample, let's try to get one whole number 1 over 5. Let us add the two fractions that are at the lower part of the triangle. That is 3 over 5 plus 3 over 5. When you want to add and subtract fractions, the denominators must be the same. If the denominators are not the same, that's when you will find the LCM. If the denominators are not the same, you will find the LCM. So right here, we don't need LCM because the denominators are the same. So just write out one of the denominators, then add the numerators together. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6, so we have 6 over 5. Now, 6 over 5 is an improper fraction. We will change it to mixed number. So 6 divided by 5, that is one whole number, remainder 1 over 5. So the answer is 1 over 5. One whole number, 1 over 5 is the correct answer. So did we get the answer? Yes. You can see that we were able to get the answer. What if we need to figure out the numbers that are below? If you want to find the numbers that are below, we have to subtract. Okay? If we want to find, let's say we want to find, look at the first sample, sample A. Everybody look at the first sample. If we want to figure out 5 over 6, we will have to subtract. That will be 1/2 minus 2 over 3. 5 over 6. If we want to get 2 over 3, we will also have to subtract. That will be 1/2 minus 5 over 6. and that will give us 2 over. You want to find the numbers above that you are going to that are below, you will subtract. Same goes for sample B. If you want to find 3 over 5 that is below, on the left side of the triangle, you subtract. That will be one whole number 1 over 5 minus 3 over 5. And that will give us 3 over 5. The same thing for the right side. That will be one whole number 1 over 5 minus 3 over 5. And that will give us the fraction on the right side. So anytime you want to find the fractions below in this particular concept of quantitative reasoning, you have to subtract, all right? You subtract one of the fractions that are below from the fraction that is above. Now, we are ready to do our exercise. Time to do the exercise. Now let's do this. Now do this. Make sure you write what is on my screen. At Learning Base Academy, we write. So I'm going to count down 5 to 0 so you can write what I have on my screen in just 5. Okay, I'll make it 10 seconds. Ready? 10, 9, write quickly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Awesome. So I can scroll past this, right? I'll count on 5 to 0 now so that others who are still behind can be fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So we can move on. So now do this. So we are going to have the first one here. Make sure you draw your triangle. Make sure your triangle is very neat. So we have the second one here. Make sure you write clearly and make sure you are very fast at writing. Be fast at drawing your triangles also. Okay, so the first one, we don't know the answer right here. We have to figure out the number above. All right, and on the left side, we have 2 over 9. On the right side, we have 4 over 9. Okay, moving on to number 2. Moving on to number 2, we don't also know the number above here. We don't know the fraction that will be above here. Then on the left side, I have 5/8, while on the right side, I have 1/8. These ones are very simple. Number 3, so we have to figure out the fraction that will be on the left side, while we have 3/11 on the right side, and above we have 7/11. Now, moving on to number 4. Moving on to number 4. Above, we have 5/7. We have 1/7 here. Then, right here, we don't know what will be there. So, we need to show our workings. Now, let's move on to show our workings. Now, look at number 1. Like I said, that when you're looking for the number above, we need to add the 2 fractions that are below. We need to add the 2 fractions that are below. All right, so for number 1, we have 2/9 plus 4/9. If you look at it very well, you see that the fractions have the same denominators, so we don't need to find an LCM. So all we need to do is just to add the numerators together over one of the denominators. 2 plus 4 is 6, so the answer will be 6/9. We need to reduce it to the lowest term because something can divide. We can divide by 3, we can divide by 3. So what will the answer be? That will be equal to 6 divided by 3 is 2, over 9 divided by 3, that is 3. So this is the answer. So the answer to number 1 is 2/3. 2/3. Now let's move on to the second one. Let's move on to the second one. Now for the second one, we still have to add the 2 fractions below together to get the fraction that will be above. So the 2 fractions below are 5/8 and 1/8. So let's add them together. That's 5/8 plus 1/8. That will be equal to, they have the same denominators, so we'll just add the numerators together. So 5 plus 1 equals 6, then over 8. We can reduce it to the lowest term. Let's divide by 2 because 2 can divide. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, over 8 divided by 2 is 4. So the answer is 3/4. All right? So in the rectangle above, we'll write 3/4. If your answer is not correct, please make sure you write the corrections. Make sure you do this immediately. Now, moving on to the ones that are below. Now, we need to find the fraction that will be on the left here, below the triangle. And for us to do that, we have to subtract. So that will be 7/11 minus 3/11. We subtract the fraction below from the fraction that is above. Since the fractions are the same, or the denominators are the same, just subtract the numerator. So 7 minus 3, that is 4. So our answer is 4/11. So right here, we'll just write 4/11. You can see that it is very simple. Okay, so moving on to number 4. We are also going to subtract right here so that we can get the fraction below on the right side. So that will be 5/7 minus 1/7. Since the denominators are the same, just simply subtract, all right? So that will be 5 minus 1, that's equal to 4/7. So 4/7 will be in the rectangle here. So I hope you can see that quantitative reasoning is a simple concept in mathematics. They just want you to reason. We want you to reason. Make sure you're writing. Write as fast as possible. So I want to bring in one more question. So that will make this number 5, the fifth one. So this will be number 5. This will be number 5. Now right here, I have 2/7 on the left and 3/5 on the right. Then above, we don't know the fraction that will be there. So for us to be able to figure out the fraction above, we need to add the fractions that are below together. That is 2/7 plus 3/5. Adding these two fractions together, we will be able to get the right answer above, right? We'll be able to get the right answer above. I hope you understand. Okay, now the denominators are not the same. So we have to find the LCM of 7 and 5. If you don't know how to find the LCM, then you have to come into Learning Base Africa's online class so that we can teach you how to find LCM. It is not free. You have to join our regular classes on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays in the evenings, all right, in maths, English language, and basic science. So tell your parents. So let's find the LCM of 7 and 5. So we can divide by 7 because 7 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number. 7 goes into 7, that's 1. 7 cannot go into 5. So you have to write down 5 because it is LCM. Now we can divide by 5. So 5 goes into 1, impossible, write down 1. 5 goes into 5, that is 1. Okay, now we're going to multiply the divisors. We'll multiply 7 by 5. They are called the divisors. So 7 times 5 is equal to 35. So this is the LCM. 35 is the LCM. So you rule your line, write down the LCM below the line. Now, how do we continue? You're going to divide the LCM by the denominator, and you will multiply your answer by the numerator. So 35 divided by 7 will give us 5. Then 5 times 2 will give us 10. Plus, for the second fraction, you divide by the denominator and multiply your answer by the numerator. 35 divided by 5 is 7, and 7 times 3, that is 21. So 10 plus 21 is equal to 31. Then we have over 35. What can divide? Nothing can divide. So our answer will be 31 over 35. This is the lowest term. So the final answer is 31 over 35. So go ahead quickly and write that down. Now, I'm going to give you an assignment. The first person to submit the correct answer will have 5 stars. The first person to submit the correct answer will have 5 stars. So this is your assignment, all right? Okay, I'm giving you only one question because I know that lots of you will want to submit so that we can go through and tell you if you're right. But before you are being given 5 stars, you must ensure that your workings are showing clearly. If your working is not showing, you will not have any star. So this is the assignment. Write it now. Write it now. The class closes shortly. 1/3 will be right here, and 2/3 will be above. Make sure you show your workings for this assignment. If you don't show your workings, you will not have 5 stars. You can see that in all that we did, I showed my workings. So it is compulsory that you show your workings. It is compulsory that you show your workings. So here is your assignment. Figure out the missing fraction. figure out the missing fraction. So I hope you have enjoyed this class. At Learning Base Academy, we hold our classes every weekend on Fridays, on Saturdays, and on Sundays. So if you are in grade 5 and 6, the time is always 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is not free. Your parents will have to enroll you. That is, if you are in grade 5 and 6. If you are in grade 3 and 4, the time on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays is 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. for grade 3 and 4. For grade 3 and 4, the time is 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. All right, this is for grade 3 and 4. Make sure you tell your parents when it's a live class like this. Then this is for grade 5 and 6. All right, this is for grade 5 and 6. We also have classes for grade 1 and 2. It's always an interesting class teaching the little ones. Grade 1 and 2 holds at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. What are the subjects? The subjects are maths, English language, and basic science. Okay, and basic science. If you have brothers and sisters in the junior secondary classes too, we have classes for them. So for GSS 2 and 3, their classes hold at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. For GSS 1, their classes also hold at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, having those subjects. I hope you enjoyed the class. You're done with your assignment, take the picture of your assignment. All right, take the picture of your assignment and send it to Learning Base Academy 08136111632 on WhatsApp. Okay, that is our WhatsApp. I promise to give you 5 stars if your answer is correct with clear workings. No workings, no 5 stars. So tell your parents to save this number and send your workings. Take the picture of your work. Make sure you show this triangle. If this triangle is not showing with all of this plus your workings, no 5 stars for you. So have a wonderful time, everyone. Goodbye.